Hello from Zoe and baby James. This is video 7, I think, in our series of whiteboard marker. Very good fun. In our series of videos starting with HTML. One of the things I think happens a lot with any time you try to start to learn something new is you always have to go through this phase where you don't actually know enough to ask good questions. I know that definitely happens to me. I get through this bit where I'm so foggy on how everything works that if the trainer stands up and goes, "Any questions?" I don't have any, not because I've understood, but because I haven't even understood enough to know how to put the words together in a way that might guide me to learning more. It's a problematic thing. So on that basis, I had a bit of a look at the earlier videos I made and tried to work out if there was anywhere specific, we still have a cold, where if I was looking at it the first time it would make no sense. And what I came up with is, how come where it says H1 heading up here, that's going to show on the screen, that when we say unordered list here, there's no text after it, and actually this one goes open, something visible on the screen, close, and this one goes open, a whole lot of different stuff, then close. And the answer is actually pretty straightforward. James is determined he's going to explain it to you. Not all the tags have to show something on the screen. Some of them are just exclusively for the computer. And this one, unordered list, is a classic example of that. You could have a heading for your unordered list. It might say ingredients. You could do that. You're loving this, aren't you, mate? But you don't have to. There's no rule that says you have to. The tags, so some of these can be empty. H1 can't be empty, heading, because what's the point of having heading if the human beings can't see it? It makes no sense. But unordered list, yeah, that can just have the list items in it. That's completely fine. And there are others like that as well. So sometimes it has to have some text that the human can see in it, but not always. And the next one is, how come this one can have lots of other things inside it? That's because the HTML tags work a lot like Russian dolls. It's true that they always have to close. You've always got to finish them off. So open, close, open, close. If it's got the little slashy thing, that's the close. But they can go inside each other. That's completely fine. As long as, like the Russian dolls, you close them at the end. So if we went, if we swap these around, no, that's a terrible example, I just realized. If we swapped these, no, okay, we can do that. If we closed our list, right, close that, and then we just started having list items, onion, again after it, that would actually be invalid. Because that one, Russian doll style, has to sit inside something that says UL. And the nice thing is, it's easy to find out whether what you've put together is valid or invalid, because on the internet there are a lot of tools available called validators, where basically you just chuck in your code, and you chuck in your HTML and it comes back and says to me, yes, all your Russian dolls have been successfully closed, or no, see that Russian doll right there, that one you forgot to put the head back on and it's bust, and this will not work on a website. Oh, okay, that's okay then. So there's a W3C validator that can do that for anything. It's a really good tool to learn with, actually, because it will tell you exactly what you got wrong, which is often annoying, but at least it's straightforward. It's one of the best things that we can say about designing for websites. You can usually work out where you messed up, because you always mess up something. Okay, any questions or any ideas for something that might turn into a question, please pop them in the comments. Bye-bye.